Time for a Bears Now mailbag. This comes after the release of the Bears 2025 schedule. My name is Harrison Graham. DC Viper says, do you think Week 18 will come down to a win and in scenario? I have a feeling it might come down to that. So we got Bears, Lions, Week 18. I think we got that graphic for you guys. It could. That's why the NFL, I think it's been about 10 years now, all Week 18 games are divisional games because they want that scenario. They got it last year in historic fashion in the NFC North, where not only was the division on the line, but the number one seed in the NFC was on the line, so they made it Sunday Night Football. It was a huge deal. The Lions hammered the Vikings, but winner goes to 15-2, wins the division, wins the NFC number one seed. Loser falls to the 5 seed. I mean, it was a huge game. Could this be the same? I don't know about 14 and 15 wins, but absolutely. Bears at home against the Lions could be very meaningful in terms of who wins this division, what it means. Maybe it's for a final wild card spot. Who knows? Maybe one team has to win to make the playoffs and the other team's looking to play spoiler. Hopefully we're not the team looking to play spoiler because it feels like we've played that role too much. So, absolutely could have a lot at stake, and that's true for most Week 18 games, hence why they go to the divisional ones. Robert Ratcliffe, do you think Ben Johnson will let Declan Doyle call plays during the preseason to get him experience as a play caller? I know some coaches do that. The answer is I don't know. My gut tells me no, and here's why. This is Ben Johnson's first time as a head coach, and he's a play-calling head coach. So to me, those reps are important for him as well, balancing the head coaching duties while being the play caller as well. So I would doubt in his first year as a head coach he would do that. Now, he settles in on the job and down the road, could he do that? Could he maybe do it in like the fourth quarter of the last preseason game? Like, here you go, Declan, you handle the fourth quarter. Like, I don't have a super strong opinion. The answer is I don't know. I would guess not, though, because like I said, this is new for him as well. Not calling plays, but calling plays while also handling the head coaching duties. All right, guys, who is going to win the NFC North this year? If you think it's the Bears, type CHI. If you think it's the Packers, FGB. Lions, DET, or Minnesota, type MIN. Let us know who you guys think wins the North this year. Big Pops, what are the games we absolutely have to win? I mean, it's always tough. Like, you have to win this game or you got no chance to make the playoffs, and then you lose that game and you make the playoffs, right? It's a 17-game schedule, but I'll just answer it this way. I would say Raiders on the road, Saints, Giants, Browns at home. Like, those are 4 very winnable games. You get those 4, you go 6-7 the rest of your schedule, you're probably a playoff team. So win those 4 games. They should win them all, and you're in a good spot. Now, slip-ups happen. Maybe you drop a game there. That means you have to pick up a game you're not expected to win. So, got to find a way for that to even out in the end. But those are 4 I look at like those are games you got to go get. Jason Morris, which individual or positional matchup are you looking forward to? I'm going with Derrick Henry versus the Bears' run defense. Well, the run defense last year wasn't very good, especially once Andrew Billings went down. But if he's back and healthy, they should be more stout. Obviously, TJ Edwards has been solid. You hope Tremaine Edmonds gives his team some juice. Obviously, Grady Jarrett's a big addition. So that's an interesting one. I think Tyreek Stevenson in general against the Commanders, like just the mental warfare that's gonna be. So week 1, just Ben Johnson versus Brian Flores. Johnson's had the better of those matchups, but now he's the head coach, new team. He's got to handle head coaching duties. Flores just has to call the defense. So there's a lot of them on the schedule. Also, I'll throw one more out there. Bears secondary against the Bengals receiver core. Can they hold up? That'll be one to follow as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you guys content all year long here on Chicago Bears Now. The schedule is out. More reaction to that to come, and obviously OTA is just around the corner as well, so some on-field stuff to talk about very, very soon. Okay, Aaron Brask, thoughts on the Week 5 bye. Don't love it. I like it more in the middle of the year, but it's hard to say how much it really matters. Personally, for me, it's actually clutch because I'm in a wedding that Saturday night, and it's a wedding I have to fly to. So I don't really know what my plan was going to be in terms of doing the watch party for that week's game. I may have had to do it on the road, or Cullen may have had to handle it solo, which he's capable of doing, but I'd hate to miss a game because I love doing it. Don't have to worry about it anymore. So that is nice, but other than that, not a huge fan. Emiliano Brito, man, that schedule release video was absolute doo-doo. No passion, zero creativity. Cullen should have been the star, not Lahu Morris whack. I'll have to go watch it. I'm seeing a lot of buzz that it sucked. Hopefully that just means they're focused on the right things. They're not focused on social media release videos. Okay, more questions to come. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. But first, get yourself a Colston Loveland jersey today at chatsports.com/Loveland. That link is in the comments and the description. Chatsports.com/Loveland. Kiddis, do you believe that Colston Loveland will be tight end 1 at the end of the season? It's possible. Look, he's going to be a little behind the 8 ball. Obviously, he's not going to be ready until training camp. So, that's a big deal for a rookie to miss reps during rookie minicamp, OTAs, while he's rehabbing that shoulder injury. How much do they push him once he's back? He's probably going to have to build some upper body strength because that's one thing he talked about. He's like, yeah, I can run routes, I can catch passes, but I can't work on my core strength. So he's probably lost 10 to 15 pounds. Like I think he was 248 at the combine. It wouldn't shock me if he was 235. He can't lift. So, he's got to build some of that weight back. That could go on into the season. Like, it wouldn't shock me if early on he's used more as just a receiving tight end and they don't ask him to block a ton. Maybe Durham Smythe does some of that handling for him. So, but to your point, by the end of the season, it's definitely possible. Colston Loveland's got the tools to be a high-end tight end 1 in this league. Walter Caldwell, do you think Kyle Monangai plays a real role in this offense? I honestly think he does after doing a deep dive on the kid. He's a bull that would thrive with this coach. I mean, if this is the running back room they go into the season with, he's at least going to have a role. Does he beat out Roschon Johnson? I saw someone on Twitter make a good point. Even if you're in the camp of you still like Roschon's skill set, and it's not like I don't like it. I just didn't love what I saw last year. Are we sure he can play the role as significant amount of carries as your physical back? He has, I think, 2 concussions, 1 in each of his first 2 seasons. He's been banged up. That seems somewhat unlikely. So even if Roschon beats him out, there's probably a chance he goes down at some point. So Monangai's probably going to have a role. So I definitely think he's going to have opportunities. If I'm him, my goal is to be the RB2 on this team. I mean, sure, he could say RB1, but I think Swift will be the starter. Monangai or Roschon will be the 2 if they don't add somebody like Nick Chubb or J.K. Dobbins or trade for somebody in training camp, whatever. He's got a shot. The opportunity is there because this room is not great on paper, and he's got talent too. If he's the RB2, it's not just because the room sucks. I think it's because he's probably showed this coaching staff quite a bit. What say you? Will the Bears make the playoffs this year? Type Y for yes, they will. Type N for no, they will not. I'm optimistic. Playoffs, baby. Robert, do you think Johnson changes up the offense against Detroit? I mean, the game plan is going to be different for every opponent, but you're not going to reinvent your offense for one game. You're going to run your stuff. Now, you might attack teams differently, which you should, because different teams have different strengths, weaknesses, etc. But it's not like they're going to spend significant practice time being like, all right, here's our offense, but for Detroit, we're pulling out the wishbone. That's just not how it works. Now, it wouldn't shock me if he had a wrinkle for them. I don't think we'll get a patented Ben Johnson trick play in week 1, but it wouldn't shock me if we got it for this game and his return to Detroit. Hey, miss me yet? Oh, yeah, here's the double reverse pass that went for 50. Who knows? But should be fun. William Bomer, do you fear for Rome's future with the Bears after drafting Luther Burden? Absolutely not. Rome Odunze was a top 10 pick last year. He is going to be a factor. He is going to get opportunities. Now, opportunities have to be earned. No block, no rock. You got to show that you're a consistent player. I think Rome, in a bad offense, did good things last year. He had over 700 yards, over 50 catches. He's got a skill set to be a high-end receiver. I still think he has wide receiver 1 potential. I have not wavered on that at all. But Luther Burden absolutely adds more competition, applies pressure, which is a good thing. His team won 5 games last year. They need more competition across the board. If anything, DJ in the next few years, that could be a player you would consider pivoting off of if Burden and Rome show a lot over the next couple of years. All right. Appreciate all of the mailbag questions. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HGramNFL. Same handle, different platform. DMs are wide open. I caught up after the draft, so in a good spot there. So fire away and bear down.